I know that I can say that in my last relationship, my actual relationship, my ex didn't like the fact that I'd rant online.
You'd rant?
Did you say rant?
Rant.
You said rant.
Yeah, she said rant. That's why.
Online. Did I say it incorrectly? Rant online.
Yeah.
Is there something what's wrong with it?
It's rant. The word is rant.
Rant.
Rant is
Rant.
It sounds like a posh way of saying it.
Yeah. Baby!
Your boyfriend was like, could you stop ranting? Because this is all this ranting.
But I felt as though at the time I didn't really have any particularly
You
isolated.
rant online about him.
Not about him, just about the state of a relationship or where the fuck I was at. And he'd be like, oh, you take everything to social media. Because I have no one to talk to.
I was thinking about when we were talking about the Cardi B and Offset thing. She used to rant back in the day and they stayed together. You know what I'm saying?
But she's always, her whole persona online has been something that takes things to social media and communicates.
Yeah, no,
so then it's like, it's where do you draw the line?
I'd never do that. I'm active on social media, but I never speak about that kind of stuff. I never have. And going through an experience recently where that was going on, it's mad because I started talking to this girl recently, and then
comment below.
It wasn't even for long. She'll probably know who I'm talking about her when I say this, but like I just realized, she rants. She would rant she'd go on dates and stuff and then have little rants.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
oh, okay.
And she's like active on TikTok, and I was just like.
Okay.
I'm talking to her, but me knowing that, and then suddenly I just saw one of her videos come up that was kind of related to that, and I thought, I can't. Let me never talk to no one who does that. If they do that in general, let me just leave it there.
It is hard though, because especially if you're like a private person. I've just never experienced that either.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm not real sure. So what was you ranting like? Was you like exposing him and stuff?
No, I wasn't exposing him.
Yes, it was.
He felt like it was. He felt exposed.
But here's the thing, he felt
such a waste, man.
Don't let me start. Don't get me. I think he felt as though it was exposing, but he also is the kind of person that doesn't want nobody to know nothing.
Yeah.
I don't want you talking to your friends about what's going on in our relationship.
Okay.
So the point, I don't have any friends to speak to, but I've got his mum and his sister to talk to about it.
Yeah, that's like.
Do you understand what I'm saying? He wants me to, and I'm like
control.
Right. So that's what it felt like. So I feel like
I can't I'm private like that though too. Don't tell my business. But not like don't talk to your friends. That's wild, isn't it? But I'm just saying.
Yeah, don't so your friends think I'm this. No, as a matter of fact, my friends are quite level-headed people, and if I'm in the wrong, they would tell me, Dan, Aneesa, you're in the wrong. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you don't trust that. But you don't want to trust that. You just think that. But that's what narcissists do. So
yeah, that's an insecurity thing.
It is, and I've learned now to find a balance within that. I'm not a public. I'm in the public, like the public eye. Do you get it? So I have to also. How would I feel? Or like I can't do anything to disdain my own name or my own brand. Does that make sense? So I'm talking honestly. So like
I say as an artist, especially like how you are online, you just gotta be open and be yourself. And just find someone.
If I
that's
can talk about my
accepting.
own personal trauma, I can't talk about this. Like. Nah, like that's stupid. But also respect to the relationship where I'm not like, oh well, you know.
Like, his dick didn't get hard last night. I don't understand. What's wrong with it? Am I not praying?
But is this someone who's active, like?
No, they just
public,
no, they have
someone
like
who's quite
a
private
fake
in life?
account and lose different names and do you know what I mean? Like,
So they're not a public person.
not at all.
Yeah, they should just,
Do you think it would be
That's
different
not-
if there was a public person? Or then maybe you'd be free to speak. I don't know. Do you speak on it more or less?
I don't
Do you know
think
what
it
I'm
would be. I feel like there is like a sanctity of a relationship to a certain extent, but also, why can't I speak about something that's real? Because it pertains to you and you're afraid of your emotions being hurt. Why can't I have an honest conversation? And like, let's talk about the good and the bad and what I've done to play a part in this situation, like we did in our last podcast. Does that make sense?
But what are you achieving for the relationship through this?
Why does anything have to achieve anything for the relationship? Why can't I just fucking talk?
What's the purpose? No, I get it, because there's a purpose of just talking anytime we talk, and so because we're social media and public people.
I don't like the way you're saying at me.
Don't assume I'm saying like I'm coming.
Man's coming for me.
I'm not
but
coming
that's
for you.
fair. That's fair.
I'm not coming for you. I'm just thinking like, Yeah, what's the point?
I said to my friend the other day, sometimes and this is like pertaining to art, sometimes you don't have to go in with like, oh, I need to create this thing to make it. Like, you know how meditation, you go in to meditate, but you're not like, oh, I'm trying to be enlightened by the end of this meditation. Mm-hmm. It's just the journey of the experience. You might now hit me with something that I've never considered or thought about.
Okay. So the people react to
okay, so
you're involving community in your relationship now.
I think your friends is probably a better community.
Which is fine too. Which is fine too. But at the time, obviously, there was not that. So now that I can say I've got that support system and people have that in place, I don't need to go and do that. But going back to the Cardi B situation, I do feel as though like she has always been very public. With
So you knew going in. So like when I backed out of that thing the other day, that was my choice. But if I went into it knowing this is how you move.
Yeah, this man, he thinks, do you know what I mean? He's a fucking all of that.
Yeah, it's gonna happen at some point.
Right.
Yeah.